Okay, it is working. Thank you very much, everyone. So I'm Núria. I graduated in classical philology, which is the study of ancient Greek and Latin language and literature. And after my master's, I started applying everywhere for funding for a PhD. And I ended up here because here is where you get the funding to study Roman Mediterranean ports. And my family are delighted because Southampton does not have a classics department. So instead they put me in archaeology. And they are delighted because they did not get the philology thing, but they do get archaeology. I am Indiana Jones. Sadly, I am not. I wish I were actually. Because, you know, he's just in the classroom doing his boring thing, and then these very important people suddenly just burst in with this pressing mystery that urgently needs solving now by him, because he's the only person who can do it. And whoever needs the help of a professor in the humanities. Who has the funding? Anyway. Yeah, this guy also has never been to a real dig. He just happens to find clues completely effortlessly. For example, he goes up the stairs of the library and looks down, and there is a map mapping all the way to the treasure. In a real dig, you have a few rocks on the ground, and the poor guy with a georadar trying to work out where the rest of the rocks should be. And then he finds whole underground temples in a perfect state of conservation. And the problem is, he doesn't find one clue, but a few dozens of them. I'm going to make a spoiler now. In the Last Crusade, at the end, he just enters this room, which is full of holy grails. So he can choose which one he likes best. And the best thing I've ever seen at a dig is the handle of a jug. Yeah, but digs are really amazing. Excavations are really amazing, because when you are learning like me, what you do is they give you a task every day, so you can see a bit of everything. And my favorite one is the mosaic pebbles, because you get random mosaic pebbles from broken mosaics that you have to classify by color, so they can get reused for the restoration of other mosaics. And, you know, they tell you, yeah, you have to classify them by color. That sounds very easy, you know. Blue, red, green. Problem is, they give you a whole bucket of them, and they are all the color of sand. And they tell you, you've got to classify them by colors. And you go like, colors? Like more than one? And then they say, yes, look. You've got a bucket full of water, you have to put them in the water so the dust washes off, and then you are going to see the colors. Makes sense. But the moment you take them out of the water, they go back to the color of sand. So you take a bunch, you put them in the water, okay, this is white. Where is white? White is gone. And that's why I'm really glad I am a person of letters and not of colors. Yeah, for my research, I basically read the historical sources in ancient Greek and Latin. And one would think that nowadays everything should be translated, and it is not. The major authors, they are. Other authors, I am glad they are printed at all. I mean, yesterday I went mad looking for an edition of a text in Latin that's not even online. And that's because all things were done by the German guys in the 19th century, and they were show-offs, and they printed things, and they printed everything in Latin. The introduction is in Latin, the footnotes are in Latin, the commentaries are in Latin, the text is in Latin, it's a Greek text, never mind, just put it in Latin. Yeah, they were show-offs, or maybe they thought it was less rude to say that the text is valuable, as if a pearl was shining amongst shit, in Latin. Ut seu Margarita nideat in stercore, Carl Müller, in case you were wondering. Yeah, inscriptions, they are only also translated at random, because archaeologists usually know enough Latin to make them out because they are really short, like Emperor X built this aqueduct, you don't really need to say more. But the good inscriptions are the funerary ones because that's where you see the lives of the common people and their loved ones and their hated ones. Because imagine we have a lot of this kind I'm going to explain now. Imagine you're a poor bloke from antiquity and your grandpa dies. So you go to the local engraver and you ask him to make a nice tombstone for him. And the engraver says, okay, what do I write in the tombstone? And you go like, I don't know, what's the standard writing? X son of Y is buried here. Okay, should you not say something more personal? And then they suggest, how long did he live? How long did Grandpa live? I mean, here in antiquity, you're not even counting the years. And then you decide, you know, never mind. Just write that I am very rich and I am paying for this. So the tombstone ends up reading, X son of Y is buried here. He lived, more or less, 60 years. His grandchild Z very generously paid for a tombstone. And we have a lot of those. And because you don't want your family to mess up with it, what you will do is that you will pay for the tomb yourself. But then you add a short message at the end, which basically says, this tomb shall not pass on to my heirs. And the papyri also, they are only translated at random, the ones that give some sort of clues to the historical events, or fiscal taxes or things. But the good thing about papyri is that they are full of gossip. Actually, the earliest example of Latin writing that we have is a letter from a poor soldier who's stranded in the army, and he writes home to his dad, Dad, please, I love you, please send money.